for the live stream sesh. Look, I'm not slacking. I'm not gonna slack anymore. We're just gonna keep going with it, right? Because what else? What else is there to do? Live stream is on. That means the chat is on as well. Last time I noticed this at the end of the stream. Listen, this I'm not gonna. I'm not for theories and all that, but last stream it kept showing me someone's watching and then someone's not watching. It turns out there were a couple people watching, but for some reason it was displaying wrong. And the chat, it turns out people were chatting, I just couldn't see it. So apologies for that. I will keep an eye out for technical glitches, but retrograde. So what did you even expect with that one, like, right? In this live stream, hold on, there's a loose cable here, and I don't want to trip over it. I'm already getting fucking eyed up out here. So, yeah, in this stream, you know how I missed 3 live streams? I'm working on a nice script for 3 live streams that are just back to back to back. One topic, just separate, and it's an actually really really good topic that I haven't seen anyone cover yet. I'm literally gonna be the music philosopher, going down as the music philosopher out here with the next 3 live streams. It might be the next 4. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, welcome to the Zach Lee. There was a... Wait, never mind. I thought there was a spider there. Welcome to... Wait, there should be a fucking spider here, but it disappeared. What the fuck? Welcome to the Zach Lee. You have to put up your phone or device you're watching this on to the mirror right now to see Zach Lee. Actually, correct. Yo, no, this spider left. There was a spider there. And it's gone. So that's great. There's a spider somewhere in this room now. Great. Okay, so check this out. In this live stream, we're gonna keep it light. I'm just gonna geek out over being a stan on this one. I'm gonna talk to you about my favorite musical artists. My favorite artists that inspired this YouTube channel, this music journey, just the whole music page in general. We're gonna do a deep dive into each artist. There's a lot of artists. If I actually did count, it would be way too many, but let's just get ahead with this. So podcast start in 3, 2, 1. Back in 2016 or 2017, I used to use the S word platform. Beep, beep, beep. I used it a lot back then. I used it a lot back then. The book I'm reading actually goes into it that those were literally the golden days of Spotify when it came to finding brand new music. I would work out at home with this stupid little shell I had, and I would listen to Discover Weekly, because I had a Good Music Friday playlist where I would just go through my Discover tracks and I would just save the best ones. And I had a couple of people following it. I already said this in one of the podcast streams. It was a great playlist because I ended up finding a lot of artists that I listen to today. There was an artist called Arizona. It's a band, Arizona. The band, not the state. If you know, you know. And I found their album, like their debut album back then, and I listened to them. They were great. I found LA, New York, LANY, for people that don't know the full acronym, what the acronym stands for, LANY, LANY. I found LANY as well. First song was Super Far. Waking up to nothing when you're super far from home, and I Love You So Bad. And then Pink Skies and Quid. Oh my god, just bangers on bangers. Like those are like the small influences. They're great. I still listen to them daily, but that's the ones I found. Who else did I find? The 1975. I found my favorite band, the 1975, through I found them when somebody else came out on YouTube. It was recommended. I think it was trending. It's like, this is such a banger. And then I went through their stuff and I didn't like it. Sorry, I'm tired. Went through their stuff, and what happened was I then didn't like them. I only liked somebody else. So then Milk showed up on my recommended, and I was like, wait, Milk is a banger. You know, straight lines, they'll wind you. Great song. And then I decided to go through their stuff again, but this time I did it late at night, just headphones on, dark, just chilling in bed. And when I was 17, bro, those songs hit way different, way fucking different. And yeah, I just became a fan. I started listening to their a brief inquiry into online relationships as it was dropping every month back then. It was just great. Hello, live chat is open. I can see you guys now if you type. I'm just talking about the music influences that shaped this music page. We went through LANY, we went through Arizona, and now we're going to the 1975. When it comes to the 1975, oh my god, I love the fact that their stuff is so artistic. Like there's like a story with each release. It truly is an era. And when you do go see them live, that's another experience. It doesn't happen with the new era that they have because it's more focused on being a show. But back then it was like the stage, the band, and everyone was just singing the lyrics back and the music. Oh my god. I went to see them I think 3 or 4 times. Incredible. Incredible. I'd definitely do it again. That's one band that I just love. I adore every single release they have. You know how people have those tests they would do. Like, I have all the songs on my phone, and I'm gonna play a snippet of this song, and you have to guess which song it is. We're gonna check if you're a stan. So this one, which one is it? I ace that. When it comes to their stuff, I ace that. So love that band, love all their stuff, and I'm very hyper because I drank, I think it was 3 energy drinks today. Listen, I needed it. I needed it. Then just the albums, each album is different. A lot of people hate, when I say people, I mean fans, which, how can you be a fan if you hate Notes on a Conditional Form? Notes on a Conditional Form, yo. Notes is one of, they're all great albums, but to me, I love the vibe Notes has. It's just something so unique. Like, for example, that song, How to Draw Petrichor, which is on A Brief Inquiry. Notes is an album that literally builds off the second half of How to Draw Petrichor. Yo, I'm just imagining that song in my head. This isn't anything close to what it sounds like in reality. Great band, great lyrics, and I love pretty much everything about it. I loved the days where Maddie would get cancelled online as well. Like, not because I wanted to see him get cancelled, but because it's like, it was just so funny. I was on Twitter back then, and I was making fun of the people that were canceling him. It was, oh my god, that shit was like a civil war. I actually can't even. It was during the days on Twitter, which was even more hectic. I got doxxed back then for fucking nothing, like crazy. That's a story for another day. Next band. Am I finished with the 1975? I don't know. I don't think so. But I love how their stuff just goes. Sorry. I love how their stuff just goes all over the place. It's what kind of accent even is that, fam? A lot of great tracks, albums, even the live performances. There's days where I just, pour myself a nice glass of something and watch the live performances and just vibe away. Huge influence on my stuff today. I don't think I've done any songs that sound like them, but that's the thing. Each of their songs sounds different. They just carry the same vibe. Honorary mention, KYGO, KYGO, the Tropical King. He was my go-to artist back in the 2017, 2018 days. Just amazing. I loved Firestone. I loved Stay. I love Carry Me. Won't you carry me back to where we started from? Fragile. Stole the Show. There's a lot of great songs by KYGO. I used to have a t-shirt of him. in a like one of those display cases where you display a poster. I just slapped his fucking t-shirt in there and had it in my room. Oh my god. Then I kind of stopped listening to him because it stopped being. I don't mean 98, by the way. It just stopped being about tropical music. It became kind of something else, which still good music. Don't get me wrong, it is good music. But I just miss the. I just miss the, like, I just miss the tropical vibe. That was my like. No one does it like him, man. KYGO, please go back to tropical shit. Who else? Like, I'm trying to think of the abstract people as we go, as we dated and dated. There was one day, as Notes was dropping by the 1975, the album, Bloody Valentine by MGK showed up on my recommended, like, autoplay. And I'm like, why does this song sound catchy? I remember this guy back from the Eminem diss days, and he just had a lot of hate. But then I listened to Bloody Valentine, and I'm like, I was obsessed. This was during the C-word days. The amount of slurs, bro. Yo, we are really trying not to get censored out here. You know, the C-19 thing? Yes, that thing. Bloody Valentine was just amazing. And it kept going and going and going with as he was dropping albums. I remember I was working in this fucking construction job and Concert for Aliens came out. And I was like, oh my god, that shit was my power hour song. I just played that in my earphones and I would just insane. I loved it. That's when I got my first earring as well. And so that was my punk rock emo era. Never did the whole, emo boy makeup stuff, but I did call myself sad boy when I made music, so there is that. And I still listen to him. A lot of great songs. I don't get why he gets so much hate. It's really strange to me because the way he raps, it's very different from a lot of rappers. When he raps, he actually in a way inspires you and you can feel the energy. Like you're just moving along with it. The rhythm, the flow, it's all there and you go, and he just gets hate. Next thing, obviously we're gonna do Kanye West. Yay! Yeah, great artist. We're not gonna dive into the controversial parts, but he's an amazing artist. The music he's done, it's another case of where it's very rare for rap music these days to get you just going. Maybe that's just me. It actually might just be me, but. I like rap music when it is motivational, influential, and it goes off when it goes off the artist's past. You can relate in a way, and it empowers you to keep going, to be stronger, better, faster, stronger. Right? Great. That's literally rap at its greatest, telling a story, captivating you, and getting you moving. And with Kanye, it's undeniable that a lot of his songs do it. I still haven't listened to his earlier stuff, actually, which is funny. I haven't listened to the Graduation albums, but I've listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, both the Vultures releases, Donda 1. I haven't listened to Donda 2. I'm when I find a good album and it doesn't get tiring, I'm gonna keep listening to it. And when new stuff comes out, I'll go on it when I don't know. It's just weird. I just move on to the new stuff whenever I move on to it, and then the old stuff as well. But I still haven't gone bored of like Kanye stuff. Some The Life of Pablo stuff. Listen to it. Like she just bleached her, right? That song. I don't remember which one it is. And then that other album. I think it's one of the Graduation ones, the purple one with the teddy bear flying off from the planet. Definitely listened to that one. Sorry if the screen's a bit shaky. Well, definitely got that going. Yeah, back to the MGK thing though. I like how he does rap and he does punk rock. I like when an artist doesn't stick to one genre specifically, and that's definitely why I listen to the 1975 as well. There's always a bit of variety. And if you get bored of a certain genre or whatever they do, you can always just listen to their other stuff. And it's really great when an artist actually pays respect to that genre and just, doesn't just do it to catch a trend or whatever. Definitely wasn't the case with MGK when he did the punk rock stuff. As much as people like to say it is, I don't think they listened to it. That was my 20s album, And then at the moment, vibing to Sabrina Carpenter. That I never expected this. When I have so many conversations with let's just say women, women, and just chat about Sabrina Carpenter, and it's always a very funny conversation to have because it's just maybe it's expected, but it's just they always go, "Oh, you like her because of that. Have you ever tried this one?" Right? No, that's not why. Her music is just good. When I saw those clips, I was like, "Oh, it's just another one of those artists," but it's not. Actually, very talented woman, incredible music. I just got into her music when I was playing Fortnite, and the music would play in the car. Juno, like the guitar riff in Juno, Badcam, all those give me. They're very, like those songs are very reminiscent of the 1975's tracks, and they're very catchy songs. They're very well produced. I believe it's. Oh, I forgot his name. The producer, guys. You know what producer I'm talking about. He's really great. He worked on the 1975's newest stuff. That's probably the correlation why they sound very similar. Great producer. Antonov, I believe. Great fella, like. And yeah, then I would go to college and I will listen to the Man's Best Friend album. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Right there. Yeah, I ended up liking the album. I still have to get the short and sweet one, but it's a great album. I really liked it. Like, House Tour is great. Tears is great too. A Manchild somehow is very reminiscent of Irish. I'm gonna get hate for this, yo. If I get cancelled for anything, this will this will probably be what I get cancelled for. Very reminiscent of Irish trad music, and it's done fairly well. I've asked people before, do you think it sounds like an Irish trad song? No, it doesn't. It kind of does. Let's be real here. It kind of does. And that's also why it's a great song. Thank you for dropping a like. If you're watching this on the replay, please drop a like. It helps out. Merch is available as well. Check out the merch if you like the merch. Quick ad break is over. So, what else do I have here? I have Post Malone. Sorry for the Post Malone. I love how I said sorry and I did it again. Yo, I'm actually sorry. Post Malone. Before I get onto his music, I love how fucking humble the man is. I love how he's literally such a good fucking person. I love when an artist isn't a dickhead behind the scenes. I love when you can actually tell they're a good person. And they strive to build the audience up, inspire them to be better, inspire them to be good. That's what I love about Post Malone. His music as well, incredible. I'm still waiting for him to do like a punk rock album, not like full on MGK stuff, but he did kind of give us a taste of it in some of his songs. For example, Take What You Want, You Take What You Need, with the Travis Scott and Ozzy Osbourne song. It's a great song, but it's very, very, I don't know how to say it. Then there's 1,000 Bad Times. This is what I mean by the album I'd love to see from Post. 1,000 Bad Times. I had 1,000 bad times, so what's another time to me? It's such a good song. And Allergic. Just the drums. Yo. No one does drums like that on those songs. Like he did on those songs. So I'd love to see a Post Malone rock album in a way. I love the country stuff. I liked Austin a lot. It's one of those albums I keep playing and playing and playing, especially when it's sunny. Just the vibe is something. Not a fan. Well, I can't speak. Not that I'm not a fan of I think it's Formula One album. It's great. But it's not clicking for me. The Austin one just hits way better than the I'm not sure it's called Formula One. It should be. But I believe those are the biggest influences, just taking a bit from every artist. With Post Malone, it's the just being a good person vibe and releasing whatever you want in a way, He doesn't really, he has a lot of strapped songs. He has a lot of cancelled, scrapped songs that he hasn't released, which I kind of relate to. And he releases on his own time whenever it's ready. And, it's good when it is ready. But the 1975, it's that whole having an artistic vision behind a song. That's probably what I would say it's with the 1975. Having purpose or meaning behind a record and actually making it something more than just a couple tracks. You actually get like a story, you get lyrics, you get music, a lot of things. Also, sorry, I'm very fucking exhausted. And the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop out here. With MGK, it would probably be the perseverance, not giving up. Fuck the haters. I get haters, bro. I get death threats, and it's just like, it's just so random because I'm like, what did I do to you, bro? Why am I getting them? It's just so stupid. But literally not paying attention to it because it's like, you want to come on, so and I suppose that's the MGK vibe. Also, the whole first, well, not the first, but Darkest Summer was inspired by MGK in a way. That was that summer I listened to him a lot, and just went for those edgy, depressed, emo lyrics. So that's where Darkest Summer comes in. You can even get it from the album title. We're switching it up now. It's going to be Brightest Summer because, it's all about building people up, inspiring people. And yeah, essentially that's what we're getting with these three artists. Kanye West. Oh, that's a very interesting one. What would I be getting from Kanye West as my influence? I suppose with Kanye West, it would be... I'm gonna leave that one. Don't want to get people fucking riled up out here, or just anything get taken out of context. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't know. Who's next? There's a lot of Polish artists that I listen to. Polish music, oh my god. Polish music is somehow on another level. It's way ahead of the American music market, the English-speaking music market especially, but it's kind of all American, very advanced when it comes to music engineering, music video production, lyricism. It's kind of impressive. It's very impressive, how accelerated it is over there. It's almost on the same level as Korean, South Korean music. We don't know what the end Korean music is like because it's locked. It's gate kept, bro. We ain't seen that one. So I shouldn't laugh at that. So it would be, how K-pop is popping. It's basically something like this. It's very different. It's its own thing. It's in a way, it's like I said in the other thing, it's like flamenco. It can't really be controlled. It's just out of control. It's doing its own thing. And it's doing its own thing because of the people that are behind it, the people that are listening to it, the people that are standing it. So yeah, Polish music is just on another level. There's only maybe two artists, two Polish artists that currently make music. And one band that I listened to back in the day, I'll show you who it actually is. It would be... This is such a crazy backstory. Yo, if you know this story and I meet you, I'm signing whatever the fuck you want me to sign. This is Lady Punk, bro. I have the CD for this. I believe I even have the original Xbox that so random, but I have the original Xbox. Me and my cousin would listen to, which song is it? Mała Wojna, which is a small war, on that Xbox. And we would just sit there and we're like, yo, this song is mad. The guitar riff, the lyrics, it's like you let your imagination run as a child, but it's a song that doesn't have any explicit content in a way. It's actually a song about stopping war. It's a song about making peace with your enemy, forgiving them, and then just realizing that they also have a family, that they also have a life, that they have, like, they are also a human being. So there's no point in fighting each other. We're all the same at the end of the day. Makes no point. It makes no sense. That's my point. It's just fucking great. Tatsusami, it's in a way, we're all the same as well. Just this whole band. Oh my god, I love this band. That is the first influence I've ever had in regards to music. I love a lot of their stuff. Zostawcie Titanica is also on this. It's a song about letting the dead rest in peace. The ones that, drowned with the Titanic and not going there. Like, certain people did with a submarine, which got crushed. Not taking the actual Titanic out to, put it in a museum. Just let it rest. Let it be its own thing type beat. That's about it. My favorite 3 songs from that album. I love it. Incredible band. Even the artwork is like, it's drawn, it's great. It's like, it's a castle. I need to look into it, but it's a castle. It's got a very fairy tale vibe to it, which is just really nice. I have vinyls and CDs. Getting this on vinyl would be sick, but I don't even know if they have vinyls of this. Then I have the MGK tickets to my downfall thing signed, of course. Why not? Why not? And what else? I had another. Oh, actually, sorry. 3 current Polish artists. There's another one. He's a really, really great rapper, and he literally does what I said I love about rap. He raps about progress and developing yourself and becoming a better person. Just shit talking the reps in a way, and that's kind of it. Love it. That's all. That's kind of it, I believe, and that's what I could go in much deeper with these songs. Like if I had someone in front of me ask me questions, like, okay, why do you like this song, and why do you like this artist? How did they make you feel? What influence? What do you have a song that? Yeah, we could do this all day. This would probably be 3-4 hours, but just yapping. Yap for 3-4 hours like this works great, and I like it. I don't mind it. Got a bit done out here, and that's how exactly kind of came to fruition with all these artists. And I hope there's a lot more artists that pop off and make it big in a way. There's a couple small artists that I'm listening to. Mostly I find music on Fortnite these days, which is kind of strange, but also I understand that music affects your subconscious and your unconscious and your conscious. It affects your state of mind. That's why it's very important what you put into your mind. And since I've known this, since the list came out, I've done it a while back, but I just don't listen to certain artists because literally a lot of the things you do put into your ears affects your brain, which affects in a way. Some still aren't proper, but it is what it is. The music's good, but with others, it's just the messaging or whatever the fuck they're doing. It's just not my cup of tea. I'd rather spill that or pass it over, but I would not even pass it over to another person. Fuck that. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's why I'm also in a way very conscious of what I put into my music, because I don't want it to be depressing stuff, because music is good when you can relate to it, but if you listen to it over and over and over again and it brainwashes you into a state of being, that's not good. That's really not good. In a way, that's dangerous. And if you're aware of this, you should literally be aware of it and take action on it. And if you're not, You're just not. Maybe you'll fucking find out someday, you know? And that's about it, I believe. Music is very great. Oh, this is such a nice segue into the next three live streams that I'll do back to back. With how music really does affect your state of mind, your well-being, your thoughts, your actions, how it makes you feel. That's really why I do music as well. I love how whether you play stuff in the minor key or the major key, you get a completely different feel, happiness or sadness. And then when you get speed, a higher tempo, the regular tempo is the rhythm of your heartbeat. I believe it would be 120. And what happens is when it's fast, you get energy, you get happy. That's rave tunes. Right? Sad songs, much slower tempo. And it's very interesting how they all have a different effect on things. But in order for me to dive into this deeper, I literally have a notepad. I'll show you over here before I end this. Let's see here. There's one page. Oh my god, just not even half a page. Great research. No, bro, I have a whole page here. As you can see, I'm literally like going through like different butterfly effect things here. Like it's just, I'm out here, bro. I told you, music philosopher. How are you? Exactly. And we have reached the 30-minute mark. 31 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more. And again, thank you so much for... I've met so many people over the years. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking my stuff. And thank you for bearing the wait for the old tracks to come out. It's very interesting how I've met so many different people that do like my music for different reasons. And they all like different songs. It's incredible in a way. And I'm glad to have met so many different people. And again, like I know a lot of those 5,000 subscribers, but not all of them. Huge portion. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. Drop a like, subscribe, and check out the merch. The merch is available. It's fully updated. I will be wearing it soon enough. And it looks great. It really does look great. I'm trying my best before we move on to the next phase. It's taking a while, but as we're seeing, what's the point of rushing something? I've done it before. It's not worth it. I'd rather make it look proper, sound better. So thank you so much, and have a good one.